Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Muba Mehreen and I welcome you all on behalf of AFAQ online learning platform for new Sun series Grade 4 Mathematics. This video is for teachers, parents and students as well. Before moving towards the lesson, I want to tell you that what makes AFAQ unique. This is the planning. Planning is the key of success and without planning we face a lot of problems. So for this, AFAQ has divided academic calendar into 3 periodic terms. Each periodic term consists of 2 periodic units and each periodic unit consists of 6 weeks, in which 5 weeks is allocated to learning and teaching and 6 weeks is for revision. In the first term, unit 2, we are going to discuss these 2 topics, multiplication and division and factors and multiples. It's a beginning of week 3. Let's see what we have in week 3. We have to cover these 7 SLOs with these concepts and the lessons plans are given for the ease of parents and teacher. It's an activity time. In this we are going to identify and differentiate 2 digits prime number and composite number. To cover this, the methodology has been provided in DLP1 which falls in term 1 unit 1 week 3 of day 1. On page number 44 and 45, here are the questions. Is 11 is a prime number? Why and why not? You know why? Because prime numbers are those numbers which has only 2 divisors. So what about 11? You know, yes, 11 is a prime number because 11 has 2 divisors, 1 and 11 itself. So do the rest of this activity by your own. Here is also a very interesting activity. You have to reach the flower by coloring the prime numbers. This bee want to reach this flower. You have to highlight the numbers, highlight the prime numbers with the color pencils. So make path and this bee will reach to the flower. Do this activity by your own. It's an activity time. In this SLO, we are finding factors of a number up to 50. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP2 which falls in term 1 unit 1 week 3 of day 2. Let's see the questions. We are going to discuss about the factors and multiples. What are the factors? A factor of any number is a number which divides the number exactly without leaving the remainder. For example, see this books bunch. We can arrange these books in 2 groups of 4 books and same 4 times 2, 4 groups which is divided into 2 books. Each group is divided into 2 groups. We can solve this and this. It's up to you. You can write in this way or in this way because 4 and 2 are the multiples of 8. And some important notes are here. 1 is a factor of every number. Every number is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of 0. And the greatest factor of a number is a number itself. These are very important points. Keep in mind when you are doing factor and multiple questions. On page number 48, there is exercise given about the factors. You have to find the factors of the following numbers. Solve this question under the presence of your parents and teacher. It's an activity time. Let's see the activity. We are going to find factors of a number up to 5. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP3 which falls in term 1 unit 1 of week 3 day 2. On page number 46, here is some questions about the factor. Let's elaborate the example of this question. Here are the factors of 8. 1 times 8 is equals to 8, 2 times 4 is equal to 8 and 4 times 2 is equal to 8. We have to stop here because 8 is a digit. Stop when factors start repeating. So these all are the factors of 8. We can find the factors of any number by dividing the number by 1, 2, 3 and so on. So start from 1 and continue until the factors start repeating. So I hope you understood these pairs of factor 8. Let's move towards the exercise. On page number 48, here is a question. Circle the number inside the box which are factors of the number outside the box. I will solve first for you. Here is a number 16. You have to find the factors and encircle them. So, see, is 8 is a factor of 16? Yes, 8 is a factor of 16. Like 2 is also a factor of 16. How? Like when we multiply 2 into 8 is equal to 16. Yes, both are the factors. So in a same manner, 4 is also a factor, 1 is also a factor. So I hope you understood this question. So do the rest of it. Here are another question. Fill the circles with a prime number and the squares with the composite numbers to get 36 as a product. So you have to write prime numbers in the circles and composite number in the square, and you will get the product of 36. So let's solve the question. 6 times 6 is equal to 36, 12 times 3 is equal to 36. So 3 is a prime number which is in circle, and these are the composite number which is in the square. So solve the rest of it by your own. It's an activity time. Let's see what activity is about. We are going to list the first 10 multiples of one digit number. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP 4, which falls in term 1 unit 1 week 3 of day 3. Achha students, on page number 46 there is given a multiple. Define multiples. What are multiples? Do you know? Okay, a multiple of any number is the number that is obtained by multiplication of that number by some other number. Let's see with an example. The product of 2 and 5 is 10. So 10 is a multiple of 2 and 5. Let's find the first 10 multiples of 4. How we can find it? Write the table of 4, like 1 times 4 is equal to 4, 2 times 4 is equal to 8. These all are the first 10 multiples of 4. On page number 48, there is a question given, find the first 10 multiples of the following numbers. As we discussed in the previous slide, like we find the multiples of 4, in the same manner you have to find the multiples of this following number. So do this question by your own. It's an activity time. In this SLO, we are going to list the first 10 multiples of a one digit number. To cover this, the methodology has been provided in DLP 5, which falls in term 1 unit 1 of week 3 day 4. Students, you have to do these questions. You have to find the first 10 multiples of the following numbers on the basis of the methodology we discussed in the previous lecture. This is an activity time. Let's see what activity is about. Differentiate between factors and multiples. To cover this, the methodology has been provided in DLP 6, which falls in term 1 unit 1 week 3 of day 4. Okay. On page number 47, 48, there is a very interesting information for you related to the multiples and the factors. Some important points. When two numbers are multiplied together, then the answer is the multiple of both the numbers. Both the numbers are factors of the answer. And here are very important points which differentiate the factors and multiples. Now we are going to discuss the factors and multiples. What are the difference between them? Factors. Factors of a number are those numbers that can be multiplied together to get the number. And in vice versa, what are the multiples? Multiples of a number are obtained by multiplying it by the other number. The other important difference is factors of a number are always smaller or equal to the number, and multiples of a number are always greater than or equal to the number. Factors of a number divide the given numbers completely, leaving no remainder. But in multiples, the numbers are completely divisible by the number, leaving no remainder. 1 is the smallest factor of any number, and the other number itself is the biggest factor. And the multiples, every number itself is the smallest multiply of itself, but the greatest multiple cannot be determined. So here is the major difference between factors and multiples. I hope you understood this difference between factors and multiples. It's an activity time. Let's see the other concept. In this, we are going to factorize a number by using prime factors. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP 7, which falls in term 1 unit 1 week 3 of day 5. Okay, what is prime factorization? Let's see the definition. The process in which we write or given number as a product of its factors is called the factorization. Similarly, if all the factors are prime, this factorization will be prime factorization. We will see with the example. Here is written 36. What we will do? We will break it into the factors. 2 18s are 36. Then we have to break 18 into 2 factors. One will be prime number. So 2 9s are 18. Then we have to break 9 into 2 factors, like 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So what we will get? This orange highlighted area is a prime factors of 36. The numbers that have only 2 factors, 1 and number itself, is called a prime number. So these all are prime numbers and factors of 36. I believe that you understood this concept of prime factorization. Let's see the exercise. You have to solve this question. Find the prime factors of the following in the same manner we discussed before. It's a beginning of week 4. Let's see what we have in week 4. In term 1 unit 2 week 4 we are going to discuss these 7 SLOs and these concepts. Let's move towards the exercise. There are 7 lessons plans given for the ease of parents and teacher. It's an activity time. In this SLO, we are going to factorize a number by using prime factors. To cover this, the methodology has been provided in DLP 1, which falls in term 1 unit 1 week 4 of day 1. On page number 49, we are going to discuss the prime factors by using tree method. You can see from this picture, we are going to find the prime factors of 48 by using tree method. Here is written 48. Now you have to divide into 2 factors. 8 times 6 is equal to 48. There is 8 and 6. Now we have to break 8 into 2 more factors, which is 4 and 2. 2 is not breakable now, but 4 we can divide again into 2 and 2. And same here, 6 is breaking down into 2 factors, 2 and 3. So with the help of this tree, we are getting prime factors of 48. Let's see the exercise by using tree method. On page number 50, here are the questions. We have to write the prime factors and the prime factorization of the following number. I will solve first question for you. Now we are going to break this 30 number with the prime factors. Now this 30 is break down into 3 more factors, 3 and 10. This 3 is a prime number. Okay. Now we going to break this 10 into 2 more factors, in which again there is a prime number 2 and 5. Let's see. Prime factorization of 30 is 2 times 3 times 5, and the prime factors of 30 are 2, 3 and 5. Let's solve the remaining question by your own on the basis of the methodology we discussed in the first question. It's an activity time. Let's see the other concept. We are going to determine common factors of 2 or more than 2 number digits. To cover this, the methodology has been provided in DLP 2, which falls in term 1 unit 1 of week 4 day 2. On page number 50 and 51, we are going to discuss about the common factors and multiples. Let's see the definition of common factors. What are common factors? If the factors of 2 or more numbers are the same, those factors are called common factors. For example, here are the factors of 12 and here are the factors of 15. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. And in 15, 1 and 3 are same. So 1 and 3 are the common factors of 12 and 15. Let's see the exercise related to the common factors. Here is a question about the common factors. You have to find the common factors of the following numbers. So do this activity by your own. It's an activity time. In this SLO, we are going to determine common factors of 2 or more than 2 digit numbers. To cover this, the methodology has been provided in DLP 3, which falls in term 1 unit 1 week 4 day 2. On page number 51, we are going to find the common factors between 12 and 15. Here are the factors of 12 written, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. And here are the factors of 15. 1, 3, 5, 15. You can see that 1, 1. These are the common factors. 3, 3. These are also a common factors. So what we get from this? We get that 1 and 3 are the common factors of both 12 and 15. So you have to find the common factors in a same manner. Here is a question of common factors. Find the common factors of the following numbers under the presence of your parents and teacher. It's an activity time. Let's see what the activity is about. In this SLO, we are going to determine common multiples of 2 or more than 2-digit numbers. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP 4, which falls in Term 1, Unit 1, Week 4 of Day 3. Let's see the exercise. Okay, what are the common multiples? Now I will explain you what are the common multiples. A common multiple is a number that is multiple of 2 or more numbers. To find the common multiples of any two numbers, first write the multiples of the both numbers. Then look the common multiples like this. We have to find the multiples of 2 and 4 firstly. Then we match what numbers are the same. You can see this highlighted area, this 4, 4 is a common multiple. 8 and 8, 8 is also a common multiple of 2 and 4. Same in a manner 12, 12 and 12, it's also a common multiple of 2 and 4. First you have to write the multiples of the both numbers, then you have to find the same numbers. So therefore 3 common multiples of 2 and 4 are here, which is 4, 8 and 12. I hope you understood this concept. Now find the 2 common multiples of the following numbers by your own under the presence of your parents or teacher. It's an activity time. Let's see what activity is about. We are going to determine common multiples of 2 or more 2-digit numbers. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP 5, which falls in Term 1, Unit 1, Week 4 of Day 4. On page number 51, we are going to find the common multiples of 14 and 28. We are going to find 3 common multiples. Let's write the multiples of 14, which are 14, 28, 42, 56, 70, 84 and so on. Again write the multiples of 28, which are 28, 56, 84, 112 and so on. Let's see the common multiples like this highlighted circle 28, 28. This is the common between these two numbers. See 56, 56. This is also a common multiple. 84, 84. It's also a common multiple between 14 and 28. So these are the 3 common multiples of 14 and 28. So you have to find 3 common multiples in a same manner in the other questions. Solve this question by finding 2 common multiples of the following number under the presence of your parents or teacher. It's an activity time. Let's recall the concept of the unit. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP 6, which falls in Term 1, Unit 1 of Week 4, Day 4. On page number 52 and 53, you are going to see these questions. I will solve first 2 questions for you. Encircle the correct options. A number that has more than 2 factors is called dash number. What it is? It's a composite number. Other question is 45 is divisible by dash. It is divisible by 3 and 5. It's a correct option. So do the rest of it by your own. It's an activity time. In this SLO, we are going to recall the concept of the unit. To cover this, the methodology has been given in DLP 7, which falls in Term 1, Unit 1, Week 4 of Day 5. Let's see the exercise. Okay, on page number 52 and 53, you are going to solve these questions on the basis of the methodology we discussed before. And we also have discussed about these things: prime numbers, composite numbers, factors, multiples, common factors, prime factorization. So you have to solve these questions by keeping these words and this concept in your mind. It's a beginning of week 5. In this week, we are going to revise and practice with the help of worksheets given. Students, you have to practice a lot because math is a subject which needs a lot of practice. So solve this worksheet, you will get grip on the concepts. and some DLP is also provided for the ease of parents and teacher. So best of luck for your week 6 in which you have to solve the assessments. I hope you understood all the concepts which we discussed in the lecture. I will meet in the next video inshallah. Until then, Allah Hafiz, take care.